Okay, I'm gonna do this today, and I'm not gonna drive and make people lose their minds. People who love me. I'm actually gonna take my seatbelt off because I'm sitting in a parking lot. I'm gonna do this one, and I also got some feedback from a friend of mine, Jimmy, that my phone rattles and causes all this noise, so you can't really hear what I'm saying, or I guess you can hear what I'm saying, but it's not clear. Anyway, so 4 not 2. I put the number 4, the word not, and the number 2. Really what it's just to be a little catchy maybe, and maybe catch your eye, maybe like what is 4 not 2? 4 doesn't equal, yeah, whatever. But anyway, it's 4 not 2. So what I want to talk about today is something that I heard the other day, and it kind of just like really struck a chord with me, and really was like, wow, like it's an eye-opener. It's from the self-help guru himself. Well, he says he's not your guru. I didn't watch the documentary on Netflix, but there's a documentary on Netflix by Tony Robbins called Not Your Guru. I'm Not Your Guru. I think that's what it's called. You know, he was kind of that late night infomercial guy way back in the 90s. Way back, right? Like, Jesus, I just turned 40, so. Anyway, he was that late night guy that talked about all this positivity, which at that time to me was lame. You know, inside me I was positive, but that outward like appearance, I wanted to be cool, so I didn't want to be like preaching Tony Robbins or whatever. Plus I was young, right? So 4 not 2. What did Tony Robbins say? Well, Tony Robbins he says, and some of you guys out there may have seen it or heard him say it, but when I realize that life happens for me and not to me, everything opens up. I had to stop being a victim in my own life. I had to stop saying, this is why I'm doing this. This is what happened to me. This is where things happen. You have to rise above them. If you're looking at life as it's happening to you, you're not going to move forward. You're not going to get out of it. Now, it's okay to say, oh, that happened. But when I look back, and I look back on my life, and many of the things that I may have seen or may have thought happened to me, I played much bigger part in that than I could see at the time. I wasn't ready to be accountable for my part in that. Once I can become accountable and see where my part lies in issues or problems that I may have, or see what's holding me back, and a lot of times it's a lot deeper than something tangible that I can actually say, oh, that's what it was. When I got to go in here, I got to go in here, and I got to go in here, that is where I find my accountability in a lot of areas of my life that I looked at as happening to me. You know what I mean? When I look at that, I'm saying, okay, what part did I play? And I can see that life is happening for me when I step away from the judgment, when I step away from the self-judgment, from the self-criticism, from the what's the word I was going to say? My insecurities. When I step back from my fears, I get back from them, right? I step back and I say, look, what's ultimately, this life is happening one way or the other. Do I want to be a victim and stay exactly where I am? Or do I want to be receptive to what's been gifted to me? This life is a gift. Use it. Man, I could cry, dude. It's in me. I see that up in the corner. I didn't put that there. That little, this right here. This. I mean, it's a gift. That right there wasn't put there by me. I put that there this morning, and it's kind of in the view. So open up to your spiritual self. It's there. Stop listening to all the noise around you. Stop listening to all the garbage. Get away from all the negative influences and get it. Go for it. Stop sitting back and allowing what he said, she said, dictated this. Because this right here is stronger than any negative outside of you. There's some guy walking by here, he's looking at me, he's like, what's this dude doing? Any negative influence outside of you is not stronger than what's inside. We don't even know how powerful we are because we've been groomed. We've been brought up in a system that tells us what we are, when to be it, and how to act. Well, guess what? Break the chain, rise above. Become what you're destined to be. You have it in you. I can see it. It took me forever to see it in myself. We all make mistakes. Don't remain a victim to something that is not true. Life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Step out of a predefined, not self-predefined, but predefined by society, predefined by things around us, our own beliefs, all this garbage that we've been filled with. It's in here. It's twirling around. I'll speak for myself. I've been taught that I should speak for myself. But I'm sure a lot of people can very much relate. We're inundated with noise. It's everywhere. We don't stop and find the spiritual self and rely on our intuition that was God-given. And if you don't believe in God, and you don't believe in spirituality, and you don't believe in that, I don't know what really to tell you. If you're happy, you're happy. That's great, you know. And I'm not ever going to say that you need to do this to change. If you're happy, you're happy. But for me, this guy, left to my own devices, I fail. In my own terms, right? I've fallen down. Thank God somebody was there to catch me. I can argue a very good case that I should be either dead or in prison. And most people who are close to me know that. What I can argue a good case for is, one, why I'm still alive because of some of the dumb stuff that I've done, or two, why I'm not in prison. I've had some very good people help me out in my life that, thank God, saw the real true heart in me when it came to that whole jail thing. You know, I was given a little bit of a reprieve, I believe, from that. And that rhymed. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. That was weird. Anyway, just figured I get going and it just comes out, you know. Like, I feel the spirit. It moves in me, man. It moves in me. It moves in me, man. It really does. I'm passionate about it, you know. Be the best you can be. Stop relying on outside sources to find your voice. Find your voice. It's in you. It's in all of us. We all have it. Don't silence it. Don't be an active silencer of your own voice, if that makes sense. Don't allow the outside garbage to silence your voice. If you want to do something, do it. Stop sitting back and waiting. Nike has the best catchphrase ever, all time. I don't care who it is. They're never going to catch. Nike is the best thing. Just do it. That's so much deeper and so much stronger and so much more powerful than you even realize. But once you do, it all makes sense. It's a daily grind. But it doesn't have to feel like a grind. Right? It does not have to feel like a grind. Once you realize life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Go be the master of your life. It's up to you. I love you guys. Later.